What drove me to speak out about my HIV status in 1999 was a combination of factors. I'd been involved in public policy about HIV for a long time. A year after I'd started treatment, a young Zulu-speaking woman called Gugu Dlamini in the Durban township of Mulazi spoke about her own HIV status. She was a very poor woman. She was a sex worker in the township and was killed 3 weeks later by people in her own community. And that made it impossible for me to remain silent any longer. We know that external stigma exists in the form of enacted discrimination. People act out their disapproval, condemnation, ostracism by discriminating against people, and it still exists. But there's also a very difficult dimension to stigma, which is its internalized component, which is that people with HIV and at risk of HIV blame themselves, and that makes it difficult to speak out as well. The silence and the stigma, particularly internalized stigma, is still preventing people from being tested. They're too scared to be tested, and preventing those who've tested positive from accessing treatment because they go into various forms of denial. I'm still the only person holding public office in Africa who's stated my public status. We know there have been cabinet ministers, leaders, perhaps even presidents or premiers in our subcontinent, Central and Southern Africa, who've died of AIDS, but none of them has spoken about their own status. I was greeted with a mass outpouring of affirmation, acceptance, endorsement, praise, and love. And that hasn't stopped.